We are going to explain chapter using pictures.
So let's start.
Our first topic is caste and social reform. Some of the social reformers criticized caste inequalities. Ram Mohan Roy translated an old Buddhist text that was critical of caste, and the Pratana Samaj adhered to the tradition of Bhakti that believed in spiritual equality of all castes. In 1840, the Paramhans Mandala was founded in Bombay to work for the abolition of caste. There were also others who questioned the injustice of the caste social order during the course of the 19th century. In Bombay Presidency as late as 1829, untouchables were not allowed in government schools. Also, when some of them pressed hard for that right, they were allowed to sit on the veranda outside and listen to the lesson without polluting the room where the upper. At the same time, the poor began leaving the villages to look for jobs that were opening up. In the cities, there was work in the factories that were coming up, in the jobs in municipalities as the setters for expanding. A new demand for labor was created. Leather workers in some Southeast Asian countries were traditionally held in a contempt because they work with the dead animals, which are seen as dirty and polluting. There were other jobs too. The army, for instance, offered opportunities, and a number of Mahar people who were regarded as untouchable found jobs in the Mahar regiment. The father of B.R. Ambedkar, the leader of the Dalit movement, taught at an army school. By the second half of the 19th century, people from within the non-Brahmin caste began organizing movement against caste discrimination and demanded social equality and justice. Was found by those who walked among the leather workers and organized a movement to improve the social status in eastern Bengal. Haridas Thakur Matua sect worked among Chandala cultivators. Haridas questioned Brahminical texts that supported the caste system in the present-day Kerala. A guru from Agzva caste, Sri Narayanana Guru, proclaimed the ideals of unity for his people. He argued against treating people on equality on the basis of caste differences. According to him, all humankind belonged to the same caste. Burner's famous statement was Uru Jati Uru Martam Uru Dev Manushanu, which means one chaste, one religion, one God. The Aryans were foreigners who came from outside the subcontinent, defeated and subjugated the true children of the country, those who had lived here from before the coming of the Aryans. As the Aryans established their dominance, they began looking at the defeated population as inferior and low caste people. This so-called upper caste have no right to their land and power. In reality, the land belonged to the indigenous native people, so-called low caste. Before Aryan rule, there existed a golden age when warrior peasants tilled the land and ruled the Maratha countryside in just and fair ways. Shudras and Anti-Shudras should unite. Phule was also critical of the anti-colonial nationalism that was preached by upper caste leader. In his famous work The Cultivator's Whipcord, he wrote, "The Brahmanas have hidden away the sword of the religion which has cut the throat of the people's first priority, and now go about posing as great patriots of their country. They give this advice to our Sudra Muslim and Parsi youth that unless we put away all boringly among ourselves about the divisions between high and low in our country and come together, our country will never make any progress. It will be unity to serve their purposes, and then it will be me here and you over there again." In 1875, Phule wrote a book named Gulamgiri, meaning slavery. Some 10 years before these, the American Civil War have been fought, leading to the end of slavery. America. Phule dedicated this book to all those Americans who had fought to free slave, thus establishing a link between the condition of the lower caste in India and that of Ambedkar. Was born into a Malhar family. As a child, he experienced what caste prejudice. On his return to India in 1919, he wrote extensively about upper caste power in In the early 20th century, the non-Brahmin movement started. The initiative came from those The assertion obviously did not go and challenge the forceful speeches, writing and movements of the Veda Samaj established in Madras, Chennai in 1864. The Veda Samaj was inspired by organizing for reform. The Brahmi Samaj formed in 1830 prohibited all forms of Jyotirao Phule in his book Gulamgiri established a connection between caste oppression and the practice. Many people, white and black, opposite slavery through organized protest. In doing so, they involved the spirit